Welcome to the Fake News Report, all the news that's fit to fake. On today's segment, the numbers behind charter schools in Chicago versus Chicago public schools. I'm W.C. Turk, your fake news anchorman. This fake news brought to you by the Justice League of United Pancake members. They don't want a pancake house, they want a pancake home. Numbers and raw data are only part of the story, but numbers can be manipulated. One aspect of fake news involves the omission of incomplete facts and data. What makes fake news difficult to disentangle is that it often weaves elements of truth with false or misleading data or cherry-picked data. Take, for example, in a recent interview on a local Chicago radio program, a spokesperson for the Noble Charter School Network said that Noble Charter School students were 20% more likely to attend college than Chicago public school students. But is that true? And if it is it the whole story? CPS administers 95 high schools. While another 58 high schools are operated by for-profit charter schools in Chicago. Noble operates 17 schools, including one middle school with 310 registered students. Noble claims 11,000 students overall, not far off their 2014 enrollment numbers of 10,161 minus that 310 for the middle school. So 11,000 is our workable number. By contrast, CPS operates 95 high schools. It is possible that Noble's college success, 20% college success rate, is accurate. However, the numbers behind that 20% reveal the fundamental difference between CPS and charter schools. One side note, 22,400 CPS students struggle with homelessness. 80%, according to CPS's own figures, struggle with economic disadvantage. That is a daunting number and an extraordinary challenge for any education system. Let's go to the right, however, for the figures so that everyone can agree. The conservative pro-charter school Mackinac Center for Public Policy reported that, quote, in state government data, and this is from Michigan, by the way, for the 2010-2011 school year, shows that charter schools had an average of 16.2 students per instructional employee or teacher versus 18.5 in conventional schools. In the slightly narrower category of classroom teachers, charters had one for every 19.8 students compared with 21.3 on average in conventional schools. Charter schools like Noble have a much lower classroom average overall than CPS, making it much easier to boast successes. While many CPS classrooms are struggling daily, in part from a lack of funds diverted to charter schools, which will worsen under Education Secretary Betsy DeVos's support for wider school voucher allowances. The Illinois nonpartisan government watchdog organization, Better Government Association, reported that roughly, quote, 1 in 5 Chicago public school elementary students start the school year in overcrowded classrooms. The rule stays the same for high school as well. A reflection, according to critics, of inadequate funding and misguided priority by leaders. CPS set the maximum class size at 28 for kindergarten, first, second, and third grades, and no more than 31 students should be in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade classrooms. And yet more than 51,000 students in CPS schools were in classrooms that exceeded those standards a month into the school year. So while on the surface the claim by Noble might be true, the actual unvarnished data reveals that their successes often come at the expense of tens of thousands of students and teachers in CPS schools, relying on a purposeful shrinking of the critical funds necessary to give all children a chance at a proper education. And for all of you there keeping track at home, if you thought these were my notes, they're not. I just bought some tires. Finally, if you have a fake news story and you think we should cover, you are not Vladimir Putin, Alex Jones, or believe that there are lizard people living among us, contact us at the link below. And that's all today for the Fake News Report. For the truth and nothing but the truth, I'm W.C. Turk.